Hey friends, I am so excited to be sharing today's video with you. It is going to be a long, busy day, and I just cannot wait to share all the little things we're going to be doing today. Don't forget to say hi in the comments down below, and let's jump into this gorgeous day. Okay guys, so it is Tuesday. I've got my list of things I need to get done today. The house is in kind of a disarray right now. So one of the big things I need to do today is go through the house and take out items that I want to move over to the Victorian house. I'm going to be there all day tomorrow. So things like florals. There are some things that we brought to this house that actually belong over at that house. So I wanted to kind of get all of that staged up today. And then I've got cleaning, dishes, laundry, chicken's garden. I think we're gonna harvest our first zucchini from the garden today, so I'm very excited about that. And I know we have a ton of eggs I need to get. I got a really sweet message from one of you over on my Instagram page suggesting that because we have such an abundance of eggs and we don't always have neighbors that need them, to make little egg bites for the kids, so we might be doing that today as well. The other thing I need to do is do some cleaning. I do have a giant trailer coming today, so I can start decluttering. I'm going through a phase right now where I really want to declutter. I find that sometimes when I go into my garage, I get extremely overwhelmed by how much stuff I accumulate, especially if I have, oftentimes I'll have brands send us things that I don't show on here if I don't like the quality of it or whatever, but it ends up just piling up in the garage. So I'm going to be taking all of that down to community projects, and then I just want to start decluttering and cleaning. I also need to go through the kids' closet. I'm going to show you my closet because it's disgusting, and just a more kind of day in the life of what we have going on today. And then tomorrow in the next video, we'll be going to Victorian, where I will be decorating it and putting it live on Airbnb, which is really exciting. So if any of you are coming to Napa for a month, please be our guest. We'd love to have you. So I've got my list of things to do. I'm extremely tired. I had Chewy slept like right on my face last night, and Teddy wasn't feeling good, so he crawled into my bed and slept between my husband and I, which I just got kicked around all night between the dog and the baby. So I am gonna go probably get, I might make one of my peak drinks, or something, because I need to pick me up and I'm not in the mood for coffee. Okay, I just see one of the chickens did get out, so let's get this day going. So here's the mess we have. This is all clean that needs to be put away, but I can already tell you I'm not gonna have enough time to tackle this today because I wanna go through here and declutter a bunch of stuff I'm not gonna wear and I don't need. So, but yeah, this is the reality of my closet right now. Everything else is okay. I do have a little bit of laundry we need to do, but let me show you. You guys can see Lucy. We named her Lucy because she used to get out when she was a baby. Lucy! What are you doing? Lucy! How do you get out? I don't have my shoes on, but I'll get her back in. Kids were doing hopscotch yesterday. Hi, Pump. I need to put shoes on, but let me show you the garden. We need to water too. But it's looking very nice out here. I'll show you some of my zucchinis that we have. I might harvest some of this lettuce and some of that basil as well, but it's a beautiful day. Hi, kitten. Hi. Since I had some leftover dishes from breakfast and I had a couple leftover from the night before, we ended up watching a movie, so I didn't waste a bunch of time in the kitchen, but I wanted to get all of that started so at least midday I could come back in here. I will be able to take all of this out, put it away, and then whatever I make for the kids for lunch, which I filmed as well, I can put in here and just kind of keep the dishes rolling. I miss having 2 dishwashers, especially with a family of 6. Plus, during the summer, I feel like our kids have had their friends sleeping over a ton. So it's usually 7 or 8 people, but the dishes just keep accumulating. I get comments sometimes about using paper plates and things, but I just feel like the waste is so, it's like so much waste that I just can't. I barely like using paper towels. But tell me in the comments down below, do you guys use those? If you have a big family, or do you use like paper plates and things like that? I bet I could find some biodegradable ones that might help, but the amount of dishes in the summertime is real. I've been loving this little strainer for the sink for me to put things like our knives and or wooden bowls and stuff. I like that they can drip through so the water doesn't puddle up around them. I got this at Temu, and then I also love the bamboo. It's like a little sponge or a bristle brush, sorry. But I got that from Temu too, and I swear it makes all of my butcher blocks so clean. I absolutely love those. I will link them down below. They were like $3. It was like nothing. I think the strainer was $1. But they have great products. I've been having so much fun buying some fun things from there. It's kind of like stuff from Amazon, except it's just way cheaper. I noticed the same products on Amazon are on there as well. So I will link those down below if you guys are looking for them. And then I also got these really cute little strainers. So when the kids throw all their food down on the other side of the sink, that doesn't have clog it up. I also had a couple stains on here, so I wanted to clean those up too. I feel like right when I get done cleaning this kitchen, I'm going to messy it up for lunch. But the other thing is, I shared this on my Instagram. We have this set of popsicles that stain everything, and the only thing I can do to get it out is just to put a little bit of a soft scrub cleaner on here and then use a little steel cloth to get it off. Now, I know a lot of people said I'm going to scratch the counter. I've done this like 6 times. It has not scratched the counter. We painted these with epoxy, and this bristle is not strong enough to break the epoxy seal. So don't worry about that. I know a lot of people were like, oh my God, you're going to scrape it off. Trust me, these things are so durable. I haven't linked our countertop kits in a long time, but I'll link them down below if you guys are interested in doing the same. Our countertops used to be bright green. So now that that's the kitchen's nice and clean, it's time to mess it up for lunch. had some extra cups from a cocktail party we had recently. I got all of these at the dollar store and I just didn't want them to go to waste, so I decided to put the kids' carrots in here. I found these tricolor carrots at the store and I thought they were super fun. Our kids like vegetables, so I don't have a problem putting out anything that they'll pretty much eat anything. So I'm going to be making a little pasta. I do have an extra kit on hand today, so we'll be making 5 lunches. I decided to add some ranch cups. Again, this was from a party I had and I just didn't want them to go to waste, so I'll add a little ranch for them to dip their carrots in. And then I'm making butter pasta, and then half the pasta I will pull out and put red sauce on because some kids like the red sauce and some kids like the butter, and since it's really one dish, it really did make a difference. I'm going to add some cherries and some apples to this. The kids have a nice selection of both fruit and vegetables and a nice pasta, and then I'm also going to add some things like chips and a Capri Sun because it's summer and they're so delicious. Now that I have all the lunches done, I'm going to call the kids in. They can come in here and eat. I also like for them to save their food, so if they get hungry between now and dinner, I'm not making more meals, but here's how everything turned out. While they're eating, we're going to head out to the garden. Okay guys, we're out in the garden. I know I'm going to feed you cuties. I'm on my way. I don't know what keeps digging in here. It's not the cats, but I'm trying to figure out what that is. These are looking okay. We're going to give them a really good watering. This is looking very happy. Finally getting some new growth on the tarragon. Cilantro is not feeling it. Well, okay, the chickens got out and ate the cilantro. It's their favorite. So that's possibly why that's that way. Chives are looking very happy. Give those another couple weeks. Hi, honey. And then our lettuce is looking great. Very happy. So today, what I'm going to do is, I need to put my gloves on because these things are so prickly, but I've got some zucchinis in here. I'll show you guys when I can. I also was thinking about maybe making squash blossoms, frying them, but I don't know. Here's a good one. It's ready to go. And then look at how big our 8-ball got. So we're definitely, that's way too big. It should have been a lot smaller than that. So we're going to get that. I haven't really gotten into this one yet, so we're just going to go around there. Our celery is looking very good. Look at that. So good. I've been doing research trying to figure out like what regrows and what doesn't. So we're going to actually do that. We're going to trim back a couple things too. I want to come through here and trim up some of this bottom foliage so I can actually see what's going on in there. So we have a lot of gardening to do today, but very excited nonetheless. First, let's go feed the girls.
Good morning, babies. Hi, everybody. Selfie girls. No comforts for loves.
All right, come on, you. I know, baby. How come you're roosting? I know. Ooh, shake it off. Here you go. Shake it off. Huh. You gonna shake it off? I know. Come on, you. I love you. Shake it off. Shake it off. Come on over there. Okay. I'm gonna come in here really quick. Fix this. Because hi, Bumper. Hi, Bumper. Hey. Blanca, don't be rude to everybody. Just because you're in a bad mood. Now that the kids and the chickens have been fed, I really wanted to spend a couple hours out here in the garden and really start cleaning things up. I was able to harvest quite a bit of zucchini, and I also decided there were so many delicious herbs out here, I decided to make a homemade ranch, which I'll show you guys a little bit later. But for these, I just want to trim some of the stuff. Like a lot of these leaves are laying down on the ground, so I'm just going to trim that up, and then I'm going to go over to the tomatoes, and unfortunately I did have to remove one of the 6. There were just way too many. I think it was a Roma, and I had 3 Romas, 2 heirlooms, and 1 cherry tomato plant. So we'll find out, but I just couldn't get back to the one in the back, so I decided to just remove it. It was stunted anyway, so hopefully this helps push the other plants to a healthier place. I decided I wanted to move or replant this little chive I have growing over here. I had no idea, if you guys are new here, this is my first time ever having a real garden, but I didn't realize how big these squash plants were going to get, and they're kind of just keeping a lot of shade on these. So I'm going to move them with the other chives that I put in pots, which one of you gave me the idea of putting all my herbs in pots, which was so smart. So I did move them all over. I'm no longer going to be making any lettuce or arugula. It's so hard to keep growing, and like I don't know when to harvest it, and the arugula is the one that we did harvest was really peppery, so I'm just gonna not have those things. I did harvest some of the garden greens to the right here, but they were really dirty and just like the flavor wasn't there. So I'm going to continue to do store-bought for that, and I'm going to probably put something else, another herb in that pot. Probably end up putting dill in there, because where I had the cilantro before that I showed you guys, it was like turning yellow. I put the dill where that was, and it's turning yellow. So there's something definitely up with that soil. So I'm definitely going to be planting stuff in the pots from now on, because that soil doesn't seem to be helping at all. But now that I got all that done, I want to give everything a really good water. We're still having an issue with the irrigation system at this house. So we're having zones put in and having all the irrigation kind of rerouted. So it's going to take even longer than I thought, but at least I can get all of these nice and watered so they keep growing. Tell us in the comments down below, how is your garden going? What do you have planted? And have you had your first harvest yet? Okay guys, I'm done out here. That only took me about 30 minutes, maybe a little longer, but I got everything nice and soaked. I replanted the chives that were underneath this squash or zucchini, because I think it was kind of stifling it. So we'll see if it takes the replant. So this one and this one. These are looking good. They're not growing as quickly as I'd like, but we did just plant them last week, so not a huge deal there. And I trimmed back the cilantro. I'm hoping these will make it, but I don't have high hopes. Everything else out here looks really good. A lot of the zucchini will need to be pulled soon. So that's very exciting. I think this is going to eventually grow back. I'm not sure, but I harvested a little bit of it. I replanted a couple peppers that were stuck back here, and then I did have to get rid of one of these tomato plants because it was just way too big. So now I can actually get back to the other ones. We have 5 instead of 6, and it was an extra aroma, so I think I'll be fine. And then our peppers are looking good. There are a couple in here. Let's see if I can find some of those cuties. Here's one. So here's one here. A lot of babies coming through. I also have, let's see, where's the other one? Here's some more. And then over here, I think I have a couple more. Let me see here. I believe these are jalapenos in here. So I've got a couple in there. One, and I just ruined it. Okay. So anyway, there's a bunch in there. We'll get those going soon. Everything else looks great. I might pick some of that basil over there as well. Bring that inside and move on with our day. I wanted to get everything washed and put away, and since I had so many delicious herbs, I decided I was going to make a homemade ranch. So I'm going to show you what that looks like, because it is so simple, especially if you just have a ton of herbs in your garden. This is an easy way to make a quick ranch dressing recipe. We had so many eggs. I have been working on new recipes that require an abundance of eggs for all of my chicken moms out there. But to make this ranch, I'm gonna go ahead and add all fresh herbs. So I'm using dill, I'm using basil, I'm using parsley and chives, all from the garden. So it's really just a mixture of delicious herbs. I'm using some sour cream, and then I'm also gonna be using a little mayo. And then I always like to add a little bit of either buttermilk or half and half, or you can use just milk. Then we're gonna add some garlic seasoning, some salt and pepper, and also the half of a lemon, just the juice. And then mix that all up, and we'll throw that right into the refrigerator for dinner later. So now that that's done, I noticed in the refrigerator I needed to restock just a couple simple things. So we're gonna do a quick restocking. I wanted to add more fruit. I've noticed during the summertime my kids go through like 3 times as much fruit, which is great, not complaining, but I for sure needed to restock. I didn't have time to wash everything because I also am going to be deep cleaning this refrigerator later this week. So I didn't want to wash everything, put it away just to pull it back out. So I just ended up putting everything in there. And then I noticed that our pastas are getting low, so I wanted to just restock those as well. I also noticed the dishes were done, so I wanted to get all of that put away and get the lunch stuff kind of restocked into the dishwasher. Half the kids didn't finish their lunch, so it's still sitting on the table. They usually just put their napkins over it, but I really don't like when I make lunch and then like an hour and a half later, the kids don't finish their lunch and then ask me to make them something else. So all summer, I've just been telling them whatever, we can even put it in a Ziploc bag, you can put it in the refrigerator, but I'm not gonna make 2 and 3 meals a day. They can always grab a snack if they need, but that's kind of been helping me stay more organized with them. But I want to get all these dishes done, and then we are going to be doing a really fun redecorate with me here in the living room. I ordered some fun furniture. If you guys are on my Instagram channel, Mrs. Lauren Nicholson, you have already seen all of this. But I decided to get a new table in here, and I also decided to get 2 new side tables, so I'll show you how those look, and if you guys are interested in them, I will link them down below. Okay guys, so here is the new coffee table. I still have 2 side tables I purchased for these corners, so maybe take away some of this modern vibe. I'm gonna take those to the other house, but tell me what you think. I think it might be too small for this space, but I like the beechwood. I'm wanting to go with more like neutral, kind of, oh, it's really soft too. The wood is beautiful. I am very impressed with the quality of this. I just don't know if this vibe is kind of what I want to do in here. I just feel like the black table was not the right one, but my husband loves it, wants to keep it. I'm also going to be getting rid of that as well. I'm just going to probably give it away, but yeah, I just want to change some of the decor in here. I thought it'd be nice to get maybe even like a rattan piece to go here, something really warm and kind of like, I want to go with that kind of Hamptons look. So tell me what you guys think. I need your help. I don't love it, but I do I do love it, but I'm just trying to figure out like how it looks. I'm gonna go grab the other 2 side tables. We're gonna build those as well, and that might help frame this in a little bit. But the other thing I kind of liked about the round, first off, like when we're here playing games and stuff with the kids, this is a nice little area. It leaves room for us to go around, and it also goes with like, this is round, that's round. I kind of like that they're matching. Sorry, it's so messy over there. So I think there's something positive about that. And then I also want to push this rug in a bit as well. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. I think it looks nice. It's a different vibe. I like how like kind of sweet it is in here, but I'd love your opinion. I couldn't figure out exactly what I wanted to put on this table, but I decided just a nice big arrangement for now would be beautiful. We've moved our TVs around, so right now I moved the TV that was on this wall to the other house, and I have the TV from upstairs coming down here. We just haven't put it up yet. And then I brought the chairs back from the old house just because we love them. We've had these forever, and we just thought they'd look really nice here. And I absolutely love how this room turns out. Please tell me in the comments down below, what do you guys like? What would you change? And what do you think? The kids finally finished most of their lunch and put their bowls in the sink, so I decided to come over and start to put them in the dishwasher. It is getting close to dinner time, and I think we're going to do barbecued chicken tonight. I'm not sure, but it's just one of those beautiful days outside, and I just want to spend as much time outside as I can. But for now, I'm just going to clean up all these dishes and then wipe down all the countertops and get the house nice and reset for the evening. Okay guys, so I just tidied this room up. I'm staging things for the other house over here. All the kids' stuff is here for them to take upstairs. But here's how this turned out. Everything's really clean in here. I'm gonna change out that wreath this week. Here's how the living room looks right now. I ended up keeping these here, but I'm not sure. I may move them to the other house, but I do like how they're a little more substantial and not so modern. And I love, these are the chairs from the old house. And I actually really enjoy having that there. I thought it was gonna kind of annoy me a little bit, but it goes really well with the island, so it actually works well. But yeah, we made a lot of progress in here today. I am going to go relax for a little bit, and then I need to get ready for a dinner tonight. But I wanted to just show you how it all turned out. It smells so good in here. I ended up moving everything from the corners out just to clean it up. Really gonna start to declutter and try to get rid of more stuff. So, okay guys, thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next video real soon. Bye.
Bye.